Hey, what's going on, guys? Slog.zip here. You have all been seriously loving the bug videos lately, and trust me, today's bug video is no exception, as we've got a whole lot of them to explore. So I present to you 15 Minecraft bugs that have still yet to be fixed as of Minecraft 1.14.2. Today's world is by Blue Commander. We start with bug number 1. Rabbits get stuck in non-translucent full blocks. Yes, adorable little bunnies! Let's grab them and show you exactly what I mean. So, when you have a bunny rabbit captured somewhere, depending on what type of block is nearby, they will have interesting jumping glitches associated. See how he's kind of stuck in between in this weird kind of jumping loop? Whereas if we had the bunny right over here, the bunny would normally jump as normal, as you might expect. Really? Y'all are not gonna jump during this? Yeah, thank you, right? So he's jumping around. But depending on what type of block you place the bunny next to, they will get stuck in this weird jumping loop and won't be able to necessarily get out of it if they are grouped right up next to the bars. It's a weird visual glitch, but you know, maybe the bunnies just have a problem. They like hanging out at the bars. Anyways, bug number 2, you go faster while jumping in sneak mode if you were sprinting when going to sneak. Now, this one's a little bit difficult to wrap your head around. Allow me to explain. We have a little obstacle course right here. We're gonna go to the end of the path and see how long it takes with normal walking. As you can see, the number on screen is 47. That's with normal walking. Now allow me to show it to you while sneaking alone. So we're slowly making our way downtown, walking fast, chase. What's the song? Anyways, check it out. The time on that is 1:55. Now I'll show you what it would look like sprinting. And once we have that, we can show you the weird combination. So 36 there. Remember the 1:55. If we start with a sprint and then go into sneak mode, you'll see that we've got some interesting particles going off around us. That implies that we're running, sprinting. Now look at the difference here. 119 instead of 155. So there's this weird combination where you can sneak and sprint at the same time. You have to start with the sprint first and then sneak. And the moment you do that, you'll have an interesting combination of the two. And so to tie it in with the jumping here, it's the same story. If you sneak and sprint and jump, it's faster than if you just sneak and jump. So keep that in mind when you're moving around. Bug number 3, scaffolding blocks make ghost blocks at the world block limit when building out at y equals 255. We're gonna grab a whole bunch of these scaffolding blocks. And if you didn't know, as of 1.14, you can use these scaffolding blocks, right-click on the single block at the bottom here, and you'll see that the scaffolding blocks continue to stack all the way to the top. So if we get this all the way to build height, which is 256, look at our Y level right now. We're pretty much at build height 255. If we were to go down a little bit and place some scaffolding blocks on the side, you can see that they'll go outwards. And as scaffolding blocks should, if you break these, they will instantly break. The rest of them on the other side will break down. Now, if we were to do this on the top scaffolding block, you'll see that the blocks start moving outwards, but if we were to break this one, you'd expect these blocks to fall. Instead, they stay exactly in place, causing a weird ghost block effect to occur. I'm not sure what this is useful for, but it's pretty cool to be all the way up this tall. And hey, now you've got an easy way to get around it. Whoa, right-click them, ultimate, scariest thing in the world? Oh, wow, well, that makes sense, ghost blocks. Plus, at the end, you still get to break the bottom one and deal with the rainfall. Yes! Yeah. Our next bug, number 4, is huge. You can duplicate horse armor when killing a horse with looting. So, as long as you have no attachment to your lovely equestrian friend, we'll have no problems. We got to stick here with looting enchantment 100 and sharpness enchantment 100, just so you can more easily see that this is possible. If you use a looting item on one of your swords on one of your horses that has armor on it, you have a chance at duplicating the armor found on top. We also got a whole bunch of leather, but that's besides the point. We literally got 2 diamond horse armor when using a looting item on this horse, and that's not supposed to happen. Bug number 5, sand and gravel don't fall above torches. Now, this is a little bit of an odd bug. As you know, when blocks get placed that have gravity, they will fall downwards. And if not placed directly above a torch, they will turn into block entity tiles on the ground for your easy collecting. It's beautiful, really. You can do it with gravel, you can do it with sand, red sand, anvils, etc. However, if you place these blocks right above the torches, they do not fall in the same way as though they were placed way above. Now, this is a bit of an interesting bug because it's been like this for a long time, but it has seen its behavior change in the past. So if you want to make some interesting floating blocks like this, as long as the torch is underneath, they will stay put. But any higher than directly above, and they will break instantly. Number 6, trader llamas will watch their masters die. Normally, these trader llamas are supposed to defend their dear wandering trader friend at night. As you can see here instead, though, the llamas are kind of just hanging out. If they do get hit, they'll try and attack the pillager here, but for the most part, they do nothing to save their dear master other than kind of just wander around and generally just suck. Like, come on, guys, defend your master. This pillager's gonna make quick work of him. Let's see. You get it? You missed! You had one job! Bug number 7's a weird one. Dogs don't get teleported to their owners while in snow. Normally, when you have a pet wolf or dog spawned in and you travel very far in flight mode and creative, you can see here that the dog will eventually teleport right to you and get a lot closer. See, the pup is there. Or if you walk around instead, he'll slowly begin to follow you. But any extended distances that you fly, the wolf will generally follow nearby. However, if you attempt to do this in a snowy region, it's not going to work the same. So the dog will still follow you if you are not flying around, but check it out. The moment we walk very far away, no teleportation. He doesn't show up. However, if we get close to a non-snow block, there is a chance that the wolf will then show up instead. It's a really weird combination of bugs that will only happen when there's no snow nearby for him to teleport to, or if there's nothing but snow for him to teleport to, he won't teleport at all. Some best friend you are. Bug number 8, spectral arrows don't give you the take aim achievement when you use them with a bow and arrow. Check it out. We've got ourselves a bow and some spectral arrows here. Now, normally when you fire off on a creature, you'll get the take aim achievement upon hitting the mob. You can see it pop up in the top right corner right here. We've got a button here that will cause us to lose this achievement. Let's put these arrows away for the time being, put them back in the chest here. All we have now are spectral arrows, and as you can see, when we use the spectral arrow, nothing happens. No achievement is gained. But if we were to go back and grab these regular arrows, again, you'll see that the achievement in fact did get reset. So it will not work with the spectral arrows. Probably a simple oversight, but you know, I'm gonna handle these guys real quick. Similarly, bug 8.5 has us using a crossbow. Take aim is given when using a crossbow. Now, normally you wouldn't get this advancement when you use it, but as you can see in the corner there, we got both Old Betsy and Take Aim. And if we look at this on screen right here, Take Aim says shoot something with a bow and arrow, whereas Old Betsy says shoot a crossbow. So, some weird stuff happening right there. We've got another bow and arrow bug for bug number 9. Arrows no longer shoot between walls. This worked as recently as Minecraft 1.12. However, other projectiles will still work. Allow me to show you. We've got a bow and arrow here, some ender pearls, and some snowballs. You used to be able to shoot through these little holes, the small gaps between the walls. Yes, no longer the case. And I don't want you to think it's just because I have poor aim. Let's show you what happens when the snowball is placed properly. As you can see here, we are in fact shooting this snowball right through it. It's going right through. And if we don't move the camera angle at all, you try and think that, oh, shooting a bow and arrow now works. Not the case. For further effect, let's throw an ender pearl and show what I mean. We went through the wall on that one. Whoa, nice landing. Now, hopefully they fix this, because this is an excellent thing to have during battle in a fort or a base. You want to shoot your enemies through these little holes in the walls. This is really nice for PvP, but as it currently stands, no longer works. Bug number 10, blocks can't be placed normally on a full cauldron. Now, we've actually covered this in a previous bug video, but as of 1.14.2, it's still not fixed, so we wanted to highlight it once more. So all you developers that are watching, come on, baby! Please leave all the bugs so I can keep making videos. No, seriously though, look at what happens when I try and place a dirt block on top of this cauldron. A simple right click will allow a dirt block to be placed on top. Try and do that on the cauldron filled with water, it doesn't work. In fact, it kind of looks like I'm trying to place the dirt inside. Now you can sneak and right click on top of a filled cauldron to place the dirt block, so it kind of accomplishes the same thing, but it is a stark difference between doing it on a full cauldron and doing it on an empty cauldron as well. Probably has something to do with the fact that you can use buckets to take water out of the cauldrons, but yeah. If you made it this far into the video, make sure you smack a like on today's video. I appreciate your support, honestly. Bug number 11, item frames on a ceiling are dropped above the block that they've been placed on. We've got a little upstairs area to show this to you in a hot second. But for now, check out the top of this house. All it is item frame everything. So we're going to grab a couple different items to place inside these item frames right on top here. It doesn't matter the item type you use. You technically don't even need to use anything in the item frame for the item frame itself to appear on that second higher level of the house. Watch, allow me to show you. We're gonna go into survival mode. You can see exactly what I'm talking about here. So we're gonna break all these things. Now, even though it looks like some of these items are falling below, they will all end up on top. So I'm gonna break a whole bunch of these things that we just placed down. And as you can see when we go upstairs here, they're all on top. It's kind of the weirdest thing. I don't really like it. It makes building a little bit harder. So hopefully this is something they end up fixing. Bug number 12, using fire charges on TNT in creative mode consumes the fire charge. Allow me to explain in greater detail. We're going to jump into creative mode right now. You can see exactly what I mean. Normally when you use fire charges or flint and steel, things of that nature in creative mode, the number of the remaining ones in your hotbar doesn't go down. Like, look at my hotbar right now. It's remaining at 64, even though we're using a whole bunch of them right now via right-click. However, if we were to light a TNT with a fire charge in creative mode, as you can see right now on screen, we actually do, in fact, lose one of these from the hotbar. So it seems to be a little bit of an oversight, but it's one worth mentioning nonetheless. Look, check it out. We're going to place a bunch more down. Like, bam, 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 bam. They all contributed to losing some of these fire charges. Ah, nice explosion. Bug number 13, eating/charging bows doesn't slow movement while climbing ladders or vines. AKA, they only work in horizontal space, but they will not work in vertical space. Allow me to show you exactly what I mean. We're gonna go into survival mode once I learn how to spell. Much better. Now, here, we've got some examples to show you right now. We got some apples, we got some arrows, we got all those goodness. Now, we're gonna drink this potion to give us some hunger so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. But more importantly, look, when we charge a bow, we move more slowly when we're moving horizontally, and the same story when we're eating. We physically slow down upon doing that. But if we're to try and do this vertically, as you can see, we're moving the same speed on this ladder regardless of if we're charging a bow or not. There's no difference in movement speed vertically, and it's the same story for eating. You can eat at normal speed and move at the speed you might expect to when you're going up and down a ladder, and again, it's going to be the exact same story for these vines. There's no slowdown when eating, and there is no bow down when climbing. Anyway, yo, y'all think I can make it? Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. Ooh, just barely. Time to show you the next glitch. Number 14. Pufferfish hate armor stands. They're arch nemesis. I mean, this goes back hundreds of millions of years. This is just basic biology, fam. Check it out. Pufferfish. When you place a pufferfish nearby, it will detect that you're there and will get mad at you and will try and poison you. Ein, which he's successfully done. Get back in my bucket! Get him now! Yeah, captured him. However, interestingly enough, if we were to go in creative mode, he will not puff up as he did before. So check it out. He's my best friend now. He's a tiny little guppy. He's a wondrous fish of yore. However, if we put an armor stand down, he will puff up once again as well. Look, so mad. Yo, wants to attack, is ready. We'll break the armor stand. As you can see, the pufferfish will once again slowly turn into a lovely little adorable. Oh my gosh, I love him. Now surround him! Now you gonna do something, huh, baby? Yo, get into that little hole of water. Ah, we filled it, whatever. And so our final bug to show off to y'all today, number 15. Hardcore worlds cannot be deleted. We're going to go ahead and exit this world, and I'm going to show you live exactly what's going to happen if we were to do this. So let's make a I was typing it wasn't working. Hardcore world, game mode, hardcore. You should all expect to know how this works already. So we're going to go ahead and join this new world, and I'll show you exactly what's going to happen. For those of you that play on Bedrock Edition or Pocket Edition, Hardcore is a game type where you only have one life. And if you were to, really, one heart away. Anyways, if you lose your life in this game mode, you'll be met with a spectate world option and a delete world option. So if we were to click the delete world option, we'll be met back again with the home space page menu. I forgot what it's called, but look, it's really glitched out. It's just an entirely gray screen for some reason. And if we were to try and go to single player here and actually load up this hardcore world and check it out, the game just crashed. Very interesting stuff. So that's going to do it for today's 15 bugs video, my friends. Let us know in the comment section below which bug you thought was the weirdest, and let us know if you want to see more bug videos on the channel. We'll see you later.